Welcome back to Guidance of Khi. This is Kai, your healer coach tarot reader. Let's hop into some messages for the collective. I've already prayed. I've already saged. I've just been, but y'all, I've been sick. So this is why everything is delayed. I don't know. Anyways, what's going on, Holy Spirit? What do the collective need to know? Judgments. Ooh. Coming out strong. Okay, some things that you've been praying for, it's given that it's getting ready to come. Okay, I'm hearing that old school like little lullaby. I don't think it's a lullaby. Wouldn't it be like she'll be going around a mountain, there she comes, something like that. So something is coming very, very soon. Okay, a train could be significant. The Queen of Wands. Okay, it came out in reverse initially, but I'm gonna read everything upright. I just feel like that you guys could have been having like a creative blocks or just feeling like stuck, and I feel like that's gonna change. Okay, we got the Two of Cups at the bottom of this deck. What else, Holy Spirit? I think that was the Six of Swords I just saw. Oh, let's see what we got. Listen, Ten of Wands, the Knight of Wands. We also got the Ace of Cups. Okay, that kind of came out in reverse. So I feel like you guys could have just been you're in a cycle where you've been through a lot of stuff. Okay, a lot of trials and tribulations. Somebody in the past have betrayed you, whether it's family, friends, a partner. You just had to take on something about taking about you took on a lot of people like problems that you didn't have to. Okay, and then when you needed the support, I just feel like that people was like very, very scattered. Okay, they would be in and out. Okay, you couldn't even ask somebody for $20 and then people be looking at you crazy. And it's kind of like I feel like it's something about like it's kind of okay. For you to be balanced and to completely be in your full power, um, you have to be balanced emotionally when it comes to everything, when it comes to your life, because you're somebody that you could, I don't know, whatever you do, you have to be very clear. Okay, it's something about like your vision or your purpose or whatever it is very tedious. So when you having other people that's around you, they pulling on your energy and you doing so much for other people. And then it's like when you need people to be there for you, they're not able to depend upon you. These are people that just hop in and out. Okay, it could be on and off relationships, whether it's a partner, whether it's if you friend, whether it's mom or, some type of, person that you know. But it calls you to, there was a time where you wasn't very, very happy also. Okay, and that was because you felt like that you was just dealing with it all by yourself. But I feel like, excuse me, but I feel like that a lot of you guys realize that the truth is that sometimes just because you show up for somebody a certain type of way, that doesn't mean that somebody's going to show up for you the same way that you need them to. And also, you have to understand and to learn that everybody don't know how to show up how you show up sometimes too. However, there's some things where it's just like, even though you know certain people, like say for example, say you're somebody that's very not emotional, but you're an empath, and so you know how to give people the right words and encouragement and something like that. And it's like somebody that may not necessarily be an emotional person, but they just know how to show up for you. It's like people wasn't even just showing up. Like it's something about that. They couldn't even set up a prayer. Okay. Anyways, let me see. What else, Holy Spirit? Actually, I'm going to just clarify this judgment. Oh, I'm gonna take this one too. Ooh. Okay, let me show you what popped out. So this one was face down. So I didn't just see it right now. That's the last one I just said that I'm gonna take that one. So let me show you what I saw. We got the Two of Swords, the Four of Cup in reverse, the Temperance, and the High Priest. I feel like, and then also then we got, the Devil was the last one that I said it was like it stayed like this, and I feel like I'm gonna pick it up. So I feel like that in the past, you could be somebody that is like, you don't really like to, you're very indecisive. So it was something in the past that you was very indecisive about it, because I don't want to say that you was okay with missing opportunity, but you just stuck on like the what ifs and not past opportunities, but like past people, past things, like things that you're supposed to end and cut off. You was too stuck on like ending the situation. Okay, with doing that, it was kind of like it's like you didn't understand that like the people that you kept. How can I? Okay, say for example, say in the past you was still say you ended a relationship with somebody. I gotta give you an example because I don't know how to say it, but it's like say for example, say that you had like somebody that you was dealing with, and you not with that person, but you still thinking about that person, and you was indecisive on whether or not you wanted to end that situation, not necessarily understanding or realizing the fact that you needed to cut off that person because in order to have some type of balance, because ultimately having that person in your life was basically causing you to affect your level of your discernment and your intuition, because you stop trusting what your own gut and your own intuition, because that person had some type of demonic ties that was connected to them, or some type of addiction that they were doing, and it was causing conflict with you making your decision, because that was the people that you was putting your energy on because you were still missing it. I hope you get what I'm trying to say that. But yeah, with this Two of Sword, with this Four of Cup, it's like I feel like now you realize that now it took for you to understand that like that was never like the right opportunity for you, and that was putting a pause for you to have that balance. You needed that balance in order you for it to get more balance. You had to end that situation, because whoever that person, place, or thing, whether it's a person, whether it's drinking, smoking, if it's a location, it's an environment, whatever it was affecting your level of discernment and you trusting your intuition. And that's what the judgment call was. Let's clarify this Queen of Wands. Yeah, with the Tower. Okay, that was something that was necessary. Clarify this Queen of Wands. Oh, okay. We got King of Cups. You know what? I'm gonna keep this in reverse. So we got the Page of Cups, we got the Queen of Pentacles, and it's Two of Cups. But this Queen of Pentacles was in reverse. It can also be a situation where I feel like that people could have been wanting to date you and give you opportunities, but I feel like that you wasn't taking the opportunity serious, because you feel like that financially you're not stable. You could be going through a thing where it's just like, where it's like your money is not where you want it to be, or you're not as financially stable as you would like it, but other people are interested in you and they want to date you. So you could be somebody that's like, yeah, no, I'm not worried about dating somebody. I don't want to be in a relationship because I'm worried about my bed and X, Y, and Z. I feel like that even if that's the situation it is, I feel like that will change regardless. I feel like that I also feel like that's something that was needed, because for you to get more balance, you to get more into your feminine energy, whether you're male or female. So if you're a male and you work a lot, and you don't know how to sit your ass down, okay, it's so crazy, because I was watching church earlier and they were saying like how Jesus took like naps, and it's just like how people got this whole like hustle mentality that could be significant for you. So male or female, you could be a man where you can have like that same hustle mentality, and it's just like, and then God just take away your job because you don't know how to sit down so well. so you can learn how to, fit, feel your feelings and your emotions, or to get more balance, whether it's your your feminine or your masculine. If you're a woman, you could be a woman where you worked a lot, and it's like, where you're supposed to be meeting a partner that's going to tell you, like, hey, just relax, focus on your creative things, because they don't want you to be being, so stressed out. Okay. And it could be the other way around also when it came to men, where it's just like, not that you necessarily like, not working, but it could be a situation where it's like, maybe you can't get as much overtime, or you have your maybe your work schedule changed, so now you have more time throughout the daytime, so you can become, something about more balance with like work life balance. Clarify this 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. Oh, the Hermit. I'm gonna keep this harmony in reverse too. We got this 9 of Wands. So you had to go through the effing ringer. Okay, I feel like you went through a series of lessons and blessings. Okay, if you haven't seen the blessings is coming, and there's even a blessing in the middle of the lesson. Okay, that rhymed. But I feel like you went through a whole lot of like isolation situation, and you had to think a lot about your actions, your behavior. How can you change? How can you grow? How can you be the best version of yourself? Right. And I feel like that even though that you went through a lot, I feel like that now you're getting the understanding that realize that even though I went through a lot of stuff, like your pain is a part of your purpose. It's crazy because I had this other, when I was growing up, I used to go to this other church, and what was his name? His Pastor Dan, but he had a book, and it's called Praise Is My Worship. So maybe that's something that you had to do. Maybe you had to praise your way through it. Okay, you could have been literally footworking on the devil's head. Okay, you had to have a new beginning. Okay, you realize that you're worthy. Okay, you learned your own value through you going through those trials and tribulations. You learned about yourself. You learned about what you like, what you don't like, where's your areas of growth. Okay, how to separate your pride and your ego when it comes to certain situations, whether it comes in relationships, family, intimate, career, all aspect. And you came to understand that you have, like, you're very valuable to other people, even if people act like you're not. Okay, that's not your job for you to prove what your value is to other people. You have to already know what your value is beforehand. You don't have to prove your point to nobody. Because do you think that Jesus was doing that? No. Clarify the Knight of Wands. Oh, for the Knight of Wands. Now this is I'm gonna take them. Well, we got the Knight of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. So we got the Ace of Pentacles. It came out in reverse, but I'm gonna keep it up. The Lovers and the King of Pentacles. Dang, I didn't even see this one. And the Ten of Swords. So like I said, somebody betrayed you. Okay, I feel like okay, I'm reading it 2 ways. So it could be one way where it's like some of your money decreased based off you being tied to a specific partner. Um, Person, place, thing, or intimate partner, okay? And it affects your money. Your money went down based off of the person that you were dealing with. Some of you guys also, it's a situation where it's just like the person that betrayed you, whether they cheated on you, they talked down on you, something about communication, they could have been talking down on you, like emotional abuse. That could have been thing too. It can also be a situation where it's like, say, if you was in a relationship or some type of dynamic, and the person that had money, they tried to control you through that. It's not about that they tried to control that. They are going to get their karma in the middle of getting it right now. But I really feel like that you was kind of like trying to figure out, like, why was your stuff a little bit shaky, and it's because of this partner. For some of you guys, it's the other way around, where it's like you left a person and now their money is funny. because of the betrayal that they did. Okay, I'm also reading it that way too, where it's just like whoever betrayed you, whoever crossed you, whoever cheated on you, whoever did you wrong when you was not doing anything wrong to that person, you was being a good person, you was being a good steward, whatever it was that God gave you at that point, whether it was just a lesson at that time, that person betrayed you, that person also wasn't obedient to what God was telling them to do, and that called because they disrespected you. Somebody definitely really, really disrespected you, male or female. Okay, and whatever they did, listen, they finna be broke. They finna be broke. Okay, so y'all take it how it resonate. Because this is coming a lot of different ways. Clarify this Ace of Cups. That's crazy. Because people be thinking that they could just treat people any type of way. King of Swords in reverse. I feel like, I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that if you guys are somebody you're about to start getting in like a new situation, or you're now starting to becoming more open to dating, I feel like you're gonna be somebody that's very, very, they communicate very, very well. Okay, they're not gonna be very, very toxic. They're gonna be able to, they're gonna be emotionally available. Okay. You may have other people that might try to come back and try to fight everything, but I really feel like this person already done fought for you up in the spiritual realm. Okay, and whoever, any other ex or person that you tried that, whoever this King of Pentacles that tried to betray you up in the past, baby, they dead and gone. Okay, because this King of Sword, I really feel like that they already, listen, they are not playing. Tell me with this Ace of Cup. Ace of Cup with this King of Swords in reverse. Look, and it's so crazy because with this King of Swords in reverse, usually it's a lot of people read it the other way, but I really feel like that the person is just like, they're not gonna be so cutthroat. Okay, and then you gotta clarify with this Nine of Cups. It's somebody it's gonna be a lot of emotion. Okay, a lot. You guys may connect more on the intellect level, and it will cause y'all to trickle down to like having an emotional relationship. Tell me more. It's like y'all might not even be too focused on like sexual things, because y'all care more about having about like emotional connection. Yeah, y'all just gonna be daydreaming about each other. What else, Holy Spirit? Yeah, 8 of Cups. Listen, what's this? When this first come in here, you ain't gonna be worried about nobody's ex. No ex, no nothing, no none of that. And this is how they gonna be. So block whoever needs to get blocked. Block them. Because your new person is coming, baby. And they finna have you and your feelings all in love. Bye, y'all.